BoatingBanter.com fans. Captain Larry here. Chapter 15. We're finally gonna put something together here after 15 chapters. We've gone through all the tools and machines and fabric and thread and everything else, and now we're finally ready to put the seat together. I got my wood, not all of it. I got my wood, and I got the sun deck backrest, and I got the wood strip that's going to be used for the actual backrest that we'll be assembling tomorrow probably, or maybe later today. But anyway, I wanted to show you how now we're going to, that we've sewed the seat together. We have the wood, we have the foam, and the batting. I want to show you how I put the batting on, kind of assemble all of this. So here we go. Let's start. Now, I find the first thing I do, which I think everyone should try, is I mark. I simply measure the sides, and I get the front and the back in both of the sides to keep me kind of centered here, to make sure I don't get off base here. And you'll notice on this wood, on the seat, we have a round corner and we have a straight. This round is the front. This is the back of the seat. It goes up against the gunnel. So that's where we got. So the first thing we need to do is attach our foam, our old foam, which is in very good shape. I'm still going to put batting on it, but it looks very, very good. And I do the same thing. I do the same here to my foam. I mark the front and the back and the sides again, so when I'm putting this on, that I'm somewhat centered, I hope. So let's do that first. Move this over here. Because obviously you want to get this as centered as possible. And the glue that we're going to be using, I'm a huge 3M fan. Anything they sell, that's the first thing I buy. It always seems to work well. This is a Super 77. You want to buy this at Home Depot. I think it goes for like $5 or $6. It's quite inexpensive. And if you buy it other places online, it can get a little expensive. But it's Home Depot, they have it all the time usually. And it works nice. And basically you're just looking to tack these in place until we staple. So, and you need both surfaces covered. So just spray it on here. Like that. And here. Doesn't help if you cover your table, because as you see, some of my old work that I've got it on the table and trying to get off. Okay. Now let's see if we can line this up. Helps to let us sit a little while and get tacky. Okay, right on that line there. Right there. Here we go. Check it around. Looks like our spots are all right. There. Now let's give this a few minutes to set up. But that's all you need. See, already that will hold so we can maneuver it. Now the batting, I like to put this batting on. Again, this foam is in such good shape we probably didn't need to do it, but I just feel better putting the batting on because I think it does a better job. Personal opinion, I guess. But okay, I did the same with the batting. I find the easiest way to do this is roll out the batting and just put this right down on it. Yeah. Again, I marked, so we're kind of close. There we go. Yeah, that's good. So let's put a little tack on this too, just to keep it from running around on us. Like I say, when we staple, we'll really have that under control, but putting a little tack on it keeps it, and you do get it centered. And it helps it kind of stay there. Okay, on the bottom, let's go like this. And up there. What I mainly try to use this for is protecting the wood, I mean the vinyl contacts the wood. Rounds off the corners. We round them off a little bit to near the wood, but still somewhat sharp. So if you put like the vinyl on that, and it will be the batting on that, the vinyl will come over and we'll staple it and soften those corners up. Okay, we're going to let this sit for a little bit, and I'll have you guys right back. Okay, everyone, welcome back. Here we are. All I've simply done is you saw me put it all together, and I've just stuck the vinyl on top of the batting, on top of the foam, on top of the wood. Again, I do the same thing here. I put a little mark and make sure that we're kind of in the same area. I duplicated the product coming off as a template, and their seam was one batting, or one ripple, whatever you call that thing, to the left. The actual center is right here. So I just duplicated what they did. I don't know whether that's right or wrong or indifferent. So now, as I mentioned, after you put this on, you try to obviously get it centered the way you want it, and then put your marks. Make sure you at least got it situated properly. Now, a lot of different ways to attach this to get the wrinkles out. I see we're going to have a couple of areas of concern here for getting a nice smooth product without having to use steam, but we'll see how that goes. Now, what I like to try to do is really the kind of two areas, or three areas I should say, of a good job that you've done upholstery-wise. And the first one, the most visible one, will be the lines. Are your seams on the edge of the foam, and are they relatively straight? So that's one quality control point that we need to look at. Secondly will be the wrinkles. Do you have most of the wrinkles out? If not, are they very minimal and not overly noticeable? So that's an important thing. And the other thing I like to look at, which we might have to do some work here. I want to show you this. This is a bad edge. Now, even with the batting on there, you can see, I don't know if you can notice right there, the vinyl is sitting right on the wood. So I've got to try to get that batten, or either put more batting in, because right here, if you can see, we're loose. This is sticking out. Seems like this whole thing shifted in a little bit, and you need to get more product in there. Batting, I think I can use to kind of smooth this off and fill this out a little bit. Now, I don't know whether I just misplaced the foam on there, even though it feels good. I can't feel the wood sticking out any other place. Well, it's over here too. So it seems like our foam is slightly forward, but oh well. I think we'll be okay. Now, as I had mentioned previously, what I like to do is tack. And before I start final stapling. And again, always go for the most visible. So obviously the most visible will be the front center. So let's see if we can't get that in a good shape here. So we got the back over. And we pull it. Now we want to pull this piping seam So it's curled, it's gone over the corner. Oh, by the way, I kind of recommend you use safety glasses. I've never had any problem, but I sure don't want to start now. So we're right over the center. So let's just pull this down. So we got a nice, it looks good. We've just kind of broken the corner with the piping. Let's start from there. We'll move down. And again, trying to keep our lines nice and smooth. Line somewhat straight is good. Pull it till it's like that. So let's check. Yeah, we look all right. What do you think? A pretty good straight line there, just a slight bulge in the front. Let's try the other side here. So pull it down. Again, trying to get our line good. Okay, let's go to the opposite side now, since we're putting some pressure on that. This is the back now. We'll pull down. So again, piping breaks just over the line of the hole. Tack one there. Pull this down. It's okay, let's come over here. And you're always fighting that balance between a nice taut finish, but with your lines clean and not overly stretched on the seam so they look like they're going to pop. So let's look what we got here. Front looks very good. Back looks pretty good. Not crazy about that. And this is in further. So let's pull that one. I want to go. You can see here the lines are dipping in. I think we can do a little better job on that, pulling that down. Let's go further down here, pull this in line. Let's go over here. And pretty straight line. All right. So let's see how we look. This looks very good. Perfectly set from the front. Back is we've got a wiggle right here. This looks good. If we pull this a little further down, I think we'll be better off. Down here looks pretty good. Let's go to the ends, see what we can do with them. Here we got a nice smooth deal there. Our line looks pretty good. This is going to be our problem child right here. I'm going to have to put some batting in there, because I don't like the way that looks. Okay, I don't like that. Let me get some batting and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back again. Finished tacking and I'm 95% happy. This is the front. The line's good. Only this one is very good. This one is a slight wrinkle there. I think that will, as it sits, that will come out. That won't be a problem. So again, this is the important part of your job. You want to make sure your front has a nice angle to it, a nice straight line, and little to no wrinkling. Now the back struggle with. These corners seem like they're too far out. So you can see, but our product is leaning forward slightly. Now that is back against the back of the boat, so probably not a problem, but just cosmetically, I'm not super pleased with it. The top looks fantastic, nice and full. And what I did is I put 2 strips of back and doubled it up, and folded it around there to try to fill this area up and soften these wooden sections. And it seems like it worked out pretty well. And I don't know if I can do much better than that at my skill level. I'm wondering if I either cut it short or the wood is a little bit bigger than before, because it seems like we've got like a ½ inch too much wood there, but I don't know that. Well, anyway, because I've thrown the other wood away, so I have no idea where we were. So anyway, let's call that a take. And as you see, all I've done is I've taken this and tack around just to get it to where I like it. And it's about as good as we're going to do. Again, we want to start in the front. That's our most critical area. And then we'll start using the real ones now. Just want to put a little tug on it. I want to put these, ½ an inch apart or something like that. Don't be bashful. And then we just pull out the old ones. And 70 pounds of air pressure PSI. And keep looking over, make sure the line's looking good. Little spray you see coming out of there is it's good to throw a drop of oil in there before you use it. Chap, nice line, nice and smooth. Now this is a show piece here, so we have to make sure this is good. Hold it down. Okay, flip it over and take a look. Our line is perfect. Perfect. No wrinkles. Well, you get the idea. And we'll just go all the way around doing that exact same process. And I'll bring you back when I'm putting the backing and hide them on. Okay, welcome back everybody. See, this is all done. Staple, like I say, about a ½ inch. It's not critical, but staple all the way around. And what I do for these corners, when you come, you'll have a puff thing. I just cut them down like that and staple right over them. It makes them lay down a little bit better. So you do that on the 4 corners. I cut out rough cut backing. So we'll have to finish that. And what I simply do there is I try to measure where the staples are in to the other side. Because we want to try to cover, I won't be covering all of them, but try to cover that with the backing, and then the hide them will go over that. So That should cover everything. So now we need to trim the excess off here. And you want to go just inside the staples. I like to use like maybe a 1/2 inch. Take a couple of tacks out of here. As you remember, I messed up doing that. And I had that hole in the plate. And what I simply did is I reversed the boxing running around there. And I don't know if you can see it, but here are you want to use that same side because that's what I did. Sewn it first, so that way there. Now we're cutting it off, and you never know what happened. Want it so it lays down well. That's the key thing here. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Finished product up here, as you see. Came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. We've got a few little wrinkles there. Like I say, this back has a funny canter to it, which I'm not crazy about. But otherwise, it really came out nice. Okay. This side is straight, so we just cut the straight line. And I cut it down straight, both of the sides, and of course we just got to trim this off here. Over those staples. Good. So here. Now we will just be tacking this on because the item is going to go over it. That will be the major hold down. But you want to throw a few tacks in here just to keep it from running around. The big thing is keeping it by either over or by those staples. Otherwise, the item will not hide. little short here. Obviously you want the I like to put it right on the edge. You want to make it as straight as you can. Oops, forgot my glasses. Okay, I'll just go around and finish up right back here, and we'll bring you back in. Back here, I'm coming down the home stretch here. I did want to show you one of the corners, which I did not do previously. What you simply do is you place it where you want on each side. That's already tacked down. This is yet to be tacked. You pinch it. You get your kind of your angle there, and then you want to cut it. Not all the way through. So I'm going to take it, make a pie shape out of it. And should be able to tuck it in there. If you want to do a tack, I'm going to staple right at the corner there. Just you can turn it. Well, it's not great, but it's about all you can do. Push, run straight in. There we go. Okay, now we get the item all the way around. Pretty flat. We are done. Clean this up and then we'll review. And right back. Welcome back, Boating Banter fans. Here we are. We have finally finished something. Okay, we're done. What I used to clean it, and I unfortunately, when you use that 3M77 adhesive, I highly recommend you put down some paper or some kind of absorbent so it doesn't get on your table, because I got it on here when I flipped it over, so it was a pain to get off. But the mineral spirits, like I love them, odorless mineral spirits. I got all the mistake I had made with those black grease pencils on that waffle there. I got that all cleaned out. And you can see we look very nice, good straight lines. The front is almost perfect. And a nice straight line there, got a little wiggle there, that's it. With a slight waffling there, nothing on the side. And I think that will eventually settle in a little sauna. That looks very, very good. The back, the only thing I'm not happy with, let's say these two sides, if I had done this wood, I would have not made them so pronounced. And these would have settled in better. So right now we got a couple knobs, but again, they're in the back of the boat, so you're not going to notice it. But we also created, as you can see, we got a little bit of a lean, forward lean on that. A nice straight line. My faux French looks very nice there. Underneath, we got our item that will lay down better, of course, as it sits. And our nice backing. Keep there, and there's a hole in there for the water to come out of. There it is. All the way. What was chapter 15? It took 15 chapters to make this. But anyway, I'm very happy with it. Hope you are. Hope you learned something. If you got any questions, please let me know. Tomorrow we'll go off and we'll do the backrest. Won't be much new there. This will be almost identical to this assembly. And then the day after we'll do the sun deck and backrest combination, which will bring in some new features. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for coming.